Selling your home is about to get a lot different heading into the new year. Starting January 1st, 2026, the new BESO rule will kick in, and honestly, it's gonna make the selling process a little bit more annoying. But don't stress, I'm gonna break everything down in under 3 minutes so you know exactly what to expect. So quick background, what even is BESO? BESO stands for Building Emission Savings Ordinance, and the whole purpose of the ordinance is simple, is to lower emissions. And most people don't realize this, but the biggest air polluting item inside your home are the water heater and your HVAC system. So Berkeley wants everyone to slowly transition to cleaner electric appliances over the next decade. And they're tying this requirement to the time of sale, which means both seller and buyer now have new responsibilities. What seller must do before listing? Well, let's get into it. Here are the new requirements. Sellers are now required to obtain the home energy score assessment before the home goes live on the MLS, and they can no longer push this responsibility to the buyers. This score also has to be disclosed publicly on the listing description. Add this to the disclosure pile along with sewer lateral, sidewalk, NHG that the seller have to do. Berkeley is also eliminating the old $79 filing fee for 1 to 2 unit home, so at least there's that. But the bottom line, get the assessment done. And every home has to reach 6 credits to be compliant. Think of it like going back to driver's ed. You'll need enough points to pass. If your home already has the key upgrades, well, good news. If your home already have upgrades like heat pump HVAC, heat pump water heater, electrical panel upgrade, solar panel, battery, window replacement, installation, you got rid of the knob and tube, you might already be fully compliant. In fact, the qualifying heat pump system alone is worth 6 credits. That means no deposit, no extra upgrades, just submit the paperwork and get your compliance certificate. If your home does not have the upgrades to hit 6 credits, the seller and buyer must sign a BESO's deposit form at closing. The total deposit required is $5,000, and ideally $2,500 from the seller and $2,500 from the buyer. But the city doesn't care who the money comes from. After the sale, buyer has 2 years to complete enough improvements to reach 6 credits. Also, a 1-year free extension if needed. Once the upgrades are done and proof is submitted, the buyer gets the full $5,000 refunded. And if the buyer pulls a permit early and signs a contract showing that the upgrades will reach 6 credits, they can even get refunded early. So what does this mean for the sellers? Well, let's be real for a second. Selling a home in Berkeley just got more challenging. This ordinance adds an extra step for both buyer and seller, and it will absolutely impact pricing, negotiations, and how you prep your home. What this means for the sellers. For some sellers, this could mean lower offers, especially if the home isn't energy efficient and will require the buyer to take on the upgrades. But on the flip side, sellers who have already electrified their homes may actually benefit. These homes will stand out because they mean less cash out of pockets for the buyers and fewer required upgrades after closing. There are exceptions. Here are who don't have to worry about this. All the electric homes with capped gas lines, condos, ADUs, refinancing homes, and inheritance transfers. And there's also a first-time homebuyer exemption if the buyer uses CAL HAFA My Home, CAL Plus FHA, and CAL Plus Access loans. But they have to apply before closing. And here is a fun loophole. If your home is listed on the MLS before January 1st, 2026, none of this new rule applies. So if you know your home's energy score is going to be, let's say, not cute, you might want to consider listing sooner rather than later. And if your timeline is in 2026 or later, we need to talk early. I'm already helping sellers figure out which upgrades are worth doing, which ones to skip, and how to structure the sale so the BESO's requirement don't scare the buyers away. So if you want a real strategy, not just some random assessment, send me a message. Thank you. Bye.